My name is Amina. I am 27 years old. I live alone in a small apartment near the city center. My life is simple and quiet. I work in a small bookstore. Every day, I clean the shelves, arrange books, and help customers. I do not talk much. I smile, but inside I feel empty. My parents died many years ago. I have no close family. Most evenings, I come home tired. I eat dinner alone and watch old movies. Sometimes I think about love, but I believe it is not for me. One afternoon, a man came into the bookstore. He wore a gray coat and looked tired but kind. He asked me for a history book. When I gave it to him, he smiled warmly. His smile stayed in my mind. His name was Daniel. He started visiting the bookstore often. Sometimes he bought books. Sometimes he only talked. He asked me about my favorite stories. He listened carefully. I felt important when he spoke to me. One day, he invited me for coffee. I was nervous, but I agreed. We sat in a quiet cafe. He told me about his job. He said he traveled a lot and lived alone. He told me he was not married. I believed him without doubt. Daniel was gentle and patient. He never rushed me. He never touched my hand without asking. He said I was different from other people. He said I was calm and honest. Slowly, I started to trust him. I waited for his messages. I smiled when I saw his name on my phone. For the first time in a long time, I felt happy. I did not know that this happiness was fragile. I did not know that the truth was hidden behind his soft words. Daniel and I met almost every day. Sometimes we walked in the park. Sometimes we sat and talked for hours. He told me about his childhood. He said his life was lonely too. I felt close to him. I started to fall in love. I dreamed about a future with him. I imagined cooking together and sharing small moments. Daniel said he cared about me deeply. He said he felt safe with me. But there were small things that confused me. He never came to my apartment. He never let me visit his place. He said his home was far away. Sometimes he did not answer calls at night. When I asked him, he smiled and changed the topic. He said his job was stressful. I believed him because I wanted to believe him. One evening, I saw him talking to a woman on the phone. His voice was low and serious. When he saw me, he ended the call quickly. He said it was a work call. My heart felt uneasy, but I stayed quiet. I did not want to lose him. I told myself I was thinking too much. Daniel told me he loved me. Those words touched my heart. I trusted him completely. I shared my fears and dreams. He held my hands and promised to stay. I did not know that trust can blind a person. I did not know that love without truth can hurt deeply. One afternoon, I went to a market near my home. While walking, I saw Daniel across the street. He was holding a child's hand. A woman stood beside him. She looked at him lovingly. My heart stopped. I followed them slowly. They entered a house together. I stood outside shaking. Later that night, I confronted Daniel. My voice was weak. I asked him the truth. He stayed silent for a long time. Then he spoke. He told me he was married. He told me he had a wife and a child. He said he never planned to hurt me. He said he felt trapped in his life. I felt broken. Tears filled my eyes. I remembered every word he said to me. Every promise. Every lie. I asked him why he did this. He said he was lonely. But his loneliness destroyed my trust. That night, I walked home alone. The city lights felt cold. My heart felt heavy. I realized I was part of a story I never wanted to be in. I stopped answering Daniel's calls. I stopped reading his messages. It was hard but necessary. Days passed. I cried often. But slowly I felt stronger. I returned to my quiet life, but now with wisdom. I learned that love without honesty is not love. I learned that trusting the wrong person can teach painful lessons. One day, I looked at myself in the mirror and smiled. I survived betrayal. I chose myself. I still work in the bookstore. I still live alone. But now, I am not lonely inside. I am careful. I am strong. I did not know he was married. But now I know my worth.